The iPPI-DB website now allows you to make your own contribution to the database by adding new content. Once you have identified a bibliographic source in the form of a PubMed article or a patent, and a PDB code in which the experimental structure of the protein complex is described, you are ready to start. After logging in using your ORCID ID, you have access to the Contribute tab and the Add Content button. By pressing this button, you will be accessing a wizard-based web interface that will guide you through the contribution procedure. You will be asked to provide information from the publication within an API-assisted pipeline of contribution. The first tab of the pipeline is related to the publication in the form of a PubMed ID, a patent ID, or a DOI code. Once you have provided the ID and clicked on Next Step, an API fetches all related data about the publication. You just have to click on the type of results that are present in it. Here's some in vitro study and X-ray crystallography data. Then you provide the PDB and you have to describe the PPI complex that is studied in the publication. Here PDB-ID4N4F that contains the interaction between CREB-BP and histone tail H4. It is a heterodimer AB. You just have to click on the right complex architecture schematic. Using the PDB ID you have just provided, an API is fetching data about the protein present in the structure, the UniProt ID, the PFAM domains when available. You just have to determine which of the two proteins is bound by the compounds described in the publication, here CREB-BP, and which is the partner that is displaced by the compounds, here histone tail H4. Then select the correct PFAM domain from the retrieved lists. Select a name for the PPI target from the lists. If not provided, you will have to create your own. Then select from the Mondo database unknown associated disease with the PPI target, here myeloid acute leukemia. You then reach a key step in the process, the Compound tab. Provide the name of the compounds as described in the publication, here Compound 102, a common name if it has one, here TPOP146, and a PDB ligand ID if it is crystallized, here 6F9. Then you can copy and paste a Smiles code in the field of from the Marvin.js application, sketch Compound 102, or copy and paste a UPack code directly within the window, which is really convenient given the fact that most publications now provide such data to describe compounds, making you save a substantial amount of time. You are almost done. You are now reaching the final tab, Activity Tests. First describe the type of assay present in the publication. You have selected in vitro assay from the Bibliography tab, so you now have to provide details. In this case, we have a biochemical assay in the form of an isothermal titration calorimetry, which is a binding assay. You have one compound tested. As you can see, the compound 102 previously described is already waiting in the list to be associated with an activity. The results described in the publication for this assay are KD in nanomolar, so just provide the activity value in the right unit, and you're done. You now just have to click on Save in Database to visualize your contribution. In less than 2 minutes, you have made a valuable contribution to iPPI-DB. A web page is given you a summary of all the information you have provided. By clicking on the link, you can visualize your contribution within iPPI-DB right away. As you can tell, it is not yet fully validated. The summary page is then used by the core curators to validate your contributions, and once it is done, all charts, all external ID on external databases, PubChem, ChemBL, DrugBank, or updates and your contributions is fully functional and available for the benefit of everyone.